Are the Warriors on the brink of a major shakeup? With whispers of a potential trade heating up, fans are left wondering if a new superstar is about to don the blue and gold. The pressure's mounting after a tough stretch, and every move counts as they chase another championship. Stick around as we dive into the latest buzz and what it could mean for our beloved team. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button to stay in the loop on all things Warriors. The Golden State Warriors are currently in a challenging situation, and as a passionate fan, it's tough to watch this team struggle. They've lost 9 of their last 11 games, and that 51-point blowout against the Memphis Grizzlies was a wake-up call for all of us. So, what's next for the Warriors? Are they capable of turning this around, or do they need some serious changes within the roster? Recently, we saw the Warriors take a step by acquiring Dennis Schroder from the Brooklyn Nets. While this is a positive move, it feels like just the tip of the iceberg. Reports from Brett Siegel indicate that Golden State is exploring nearly every option available. One name that keeps coming up is Jimmy Butler, but there are several other players on their radar too. Cameron Johnson, Dorian Finney-Smith, Kyle Kuzma, Nikola Vucevic, Jonas Valanciunas, Bruce Brown, Dante DiVincenzo, Matisse Thybulle, and DeAndre Hunter have all been mentioned as potential targets, 10 players. Some of these names, like Kuzma and Vucevic, have been linked to the Warriors before, but the inclusion of guys like Hunter and DiVincenzo adds an intriguing twist to the mix. It begs the question, how serious is Golden State about making a significant move before the trade deadline on February 6th? The ultimate goal here should be to secure another championship during Stephen Curry's era, and with the pressure mounting, the front office has critical decisions ahead. Every move they make could define this team's future. But here's the dilemma. Is going for multiple secondary talents the right strategy? Sure, it could provide the depth and versatility the Warriors desperately need, but can you imagine the uproar if they fail to land a big name like Butler? It's a balancing act, and as fans, we want to see bold moves, while also ensuring the core of the team remains intact. I find myself torn on this strategy. Sure, bringing in a few solid players could pay off in the long run, but it also risks disrupting the chemistry that has been built over the years. The emotions are running high among us Warriors fans. There's a mix of frustration, hope, and even disbelief after the recent losses. We've been spoiled with championships, and seeing the team struggle like this is disheartening. The trade deadline is looming, and with it comes the potential for dramatic changes that could reshape the roster. So, what do you think? Should the Warriors swing for a superstar, or is it smarter to build through strategic acquisitions? Can we still make a playoff push? I want to hear from you all in the comments below. Your thoughts and frustrations matter, and it's important to get this conversation going. As we look ahead, it's clear the Warriors must be one of the busiest teams in the league. Before the deadline hits, with the right moves, they could turn this season around and make a serious run for the title. But if they misstep, we could be left asking ourselves where it all went wrong for a long time. I genuinely want to know how you're feeling about all of this. Are you optimistic about the potential moves, or are you feeling anxious about what the future holds? This is a critical juncture for the Warriors, and your perspective is vital as we navigate these uncertain waters together. The Golden State Warriors are at a crucial juncture, and the buzz around a potential trade for Jimmy Butler is intensifying. After a staggering 144-93 loss to the Memphis Grizzlies, the call for change is louder than ever. Fans are left to ponder, are we really desperate enough to make this deal happen? Sure, the recent addition of Dennis Schroder was a move in the right direction. But let's face it, it doesn't quite match the ambition of bringing in an all-star like Butler. Now, let's talk about Butler's hefty $48.8 million contract. That complicates things significantly. The Warriors would need to part with at least 4 players, and being just under the first tax apron adds another layer of challenge. ESPN's Kevin Pelton suggested a three-team trade that's been generating some serious buzz. The Warriors would get Butler, the Heat take on Andrew Wiggins, Gary Payton II, Kyle Anderson, and a couple of first-round picks, while the Pistons absorb Kevin Looney and snag a second-round pick in the process. From Miami's perspective, this trade could make sense if they want to stay competitive. Wiggins, at 29, could blend well with Tyler Herro and Bam Adebayo, and those draft picks, especially the 2028 one, could turn into gold considering the ages of Stephen Curry and Butler down the line. But the real question is, how motivated are the Heat to move Butler? If they don't see a future with him at that price, they might just jump at this deal. Now, let's shift our focus back to the Warriors. There are several critical points we need to consider. If Golden State trades away key players, they would take back nearly $4 million less in salary, which means they'd need to find additional players to fill the roster. A center is a must if they trade Looney, leaving us vulnerable in the front court. Trading someone like Jonathan Kuminga could be on the table, especially when weighing the odds of re-signing both him and Butler to massive contracts this offseason. This trade proposal might not be something the Warriors act on immediately, but if their struggles persist, it could become a serious consideration. Fans are clamoring for a proven playoff performer alongside Curry, and Butler fits that mold perfectly. Just look at his recent performance. 35 points, 19 rebounds, and 10 assists in a game earlier this week. That's the kind of player we need to turn things around. But here's my dilemma. While the prospect of adding Butler is exciting, I'm honestly torn. Wiggins has shown flashes of brilliance and has been one of the few bright spots in our lineup. Letting him go, along with key picks and players, for a 35-year-old Butler feels like a gamble. Is this really the best path forward for the Warriors? I don't have a clear answer, and I want to hear from you, Warriors fans. What do you think about this potential trade? Do you believe this is the best decision for our team moving forward? Or do you think we should hold on to our assets and explore other avenues for improvement? Let's get a discussion going in the comments below. If you enjoyed this analysis and want to stay updated on everything Warriors, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. This is a pivotal moment for our franchise, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. So, what's your take? Let's hear your opinions here.